What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Bourbon Pour. I'm Jordan.
I'm Brian.
And we've got the Sagamore Spirit 9-year cask strength rye whiskey coming out of Maryland. This is a release, Brian, that I think a lot of people have been excited about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is one I've not had a whole lot of Sagamore stuff. I do have one offering that I'm trying to think.
Standard cask strength, right?
With cask strength,
yeah, a little 375.
Yeah, I did, and I didn't really like it that much. Okay. A lot of people rave about these bottles, and I hear good things, and I want to. It's a beautiful bottle.
I was about to say the bottle is so awesome.
I want to like it, but well, hopefully I do. Hopefully I like this one, but I've only had the one offering, so I can't make a decision based on that if I like the brand or not.
Yeah, and I have a double oak. A lot of people like that one, and it's okay. It's good. Just a little bit about this bottle. This is, of course, the 9-year. Just came out. This is 112.6 proof. This is batch 1A, aged for 9 years in new charred oak barrels. This is non-chill filtered, so distilled in Indiana. This is sourced from MGP. Pretty cool distillery with a pretty good story. I think the founder of Under Armour, can't remember his name, but he started this distillery, and they've been trekking along. So let's see, the color here is pretty dark copper.
You said it's
112.6. 112.6. Nose here.
This smells really hot.
Yes.
I get a little bit of a kind of an oak. There's oak flavor, but it's just, I'm getting when we first cracked this, it was really strong, almost like an ethanol, lighter fluid type smell. That's gone away.
Yeah. And Tom Blandford provided this bottle.
But it still has a, I'm gonna punch you a nose.
Yeah,
and it's very strong, and I can't put a finger on what it actually is.
There is a note on there that I cannot identify. I said hazelnut, but I don't think it's that.
I'm not getting much in the nut family there, but I can tell it's a rye. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's kind of in that grainy profile, but little sweetness to it, like
touch of sweetness. There's a little bit of rye grass kind of smell. There's no mint. You know, sometimes people talk about them being minty.
And this is or licorice.
Yeah, and I'm assuming this is a 95.5 out of MGP, so usually that has carries a little bit of mint. There's no citrus to it. It's kind of oaky.
Yeah, kind of oaky.
Oaky sweet. Nothing terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go in for the palate. Well, that drink's very warm. And it kind of rolls up, and when you exhale after drinking, taking that sip, it's got quite a burn to it.
I like that.
Down here into the chest.
It's actually the flavor it leaves in your mouth, though, after that burn is good.
It snuck up on me. I'm going to go for another sip.
You might have got too big of a sip or something, but yeah, that... trying to think what that...
Ooh. So that... like a graham cracker, sweet, buttery caramel kind of thing.
It's got a buttery feel to it.
Butter. That's a good palate. I like the palate better than I like the nose.
Yeah, a lot better. It burns my lips. It's still burning up there, but the taste is delicious. It's got light, and it kind of went away really quick. So maybe it's not there, but I like a bubble gum, like sometimes you get with with a rye, like a hubba bubba.
Big league chew.
Big league chew. Yeah.
Trying to identify what that spice flavor is. It's right at the front. It's, you know, if you ever sip something, you're like, I know what this is, but it just can't. You just can't work it. That's what's happening to me right now. Yeah, I like what I'm tasting.
Right. It's just burning my lips, but I'm not getting an actual taste.
Now on the nose, I get a little toasty, marshmallowy kind of thing in one nostril, but when I rotate it to the other nostril, it's going.
Yeah, I get that off ryes sometimes.
Just a hint. It's not overbearing.
Yeah, and I see that. I get that graham cracker that you're talking about. Weedy. I get a weedy smell there, so it's the grain, not weedy, but like a grainy
I think I've taken 4 sips now, and the caramel has appeared on that 4th-ish sip, and it's really rich and bold. So I like whenever whiskeys change a lot like that. From sip to sip, there's kind of something else that you find. I'll reach for my water here.
Yeah, I would put this in a unique category.
Yeah.
I've been maybe overusing that word.
Yeah.
But whenever you taste something that you've never really tasted before, it's kind of hard to put into a category. This would be one I would put in. You can't really categorize that. It doesn't taste like a traditional rye.
Yeah.
Right. It has good traditional rye elements, but some of the stuff that comes out tastes like a bourbon. And then also, like I said, just a good soothing taste that lingers. Yeah, that's.
I'll say this, that I like the flavor of this. The nose, after sipping a few sips, the nose opened up to something that I really like, that appeals to me. For me, there have been a lot of good ryes this year, and one of them is New Riff 8, and then the Old Overholt 11, and of course this year I tasted the Overholt 10, even though it was last year's release.
Right.
Knowing what I know and what I've tasted, not blinding them, this would be in last for me out of all those bottles.
Yeah, I would not put this in the category of those. And I'm assuming this is probably more expensive. Not sure.
I have no idea.
That might be something we
Look
need to look up and put it in there. But I know like their 6-year offering is around $69.
Okay.
They have a 6 or a 7. I think it's 6.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess this is probably closer to 80 to 90. Which I think the new riff was 69 or 67.
Yeah, it was $70 MSRP.
Yeah, so I think that was, and then your old overall, it's a little bit more expensive, but
it's also 11 years and it was awesome.
Yeah, this is not bad. Like
Okay.
I would not be upset if I got this.
No.
Like I said, it definitely makes me feel much better about Sagamore because the other offering I had, I wasn't real fond of.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset at this at all. My tongue is numb though. So I don't know. But a good bottle, one I would recommend. So if you can find this in your area, I would definitely pick it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Want to send a shout out to Tom Blandford for providing this bottle for us to review. Thanks a lot, buddy. We appreciate you providing another one. So, all right, well, we're going to end this episode the same way that we always do, and that is when you're with your family and your friends, always share your whiskey